Ed is one of the kindest, most affable people I've ever met. He's incredibly approachable. You just ask him a question, he will absolutely give you the straight story. He has vast institutional knowledge, and he's very willing to share that with you in a very non-judgmental and very helpful way.
When I met him, Ed Dennis was already a full professor, because I understood he told me he had been here since 1970. I was like, wow. So he's had a long and stellar career.
The best thing about Ed Dennis is that you can be open, critical, you can communicate, and it's really, intellectual communication as opposed to a personal communication. So this is what really I appreciate tremendously of Ed Dennis. And I think of him as truly a scholar, a gentleman, and a statesman.
Academically, I would say my most significant scientific contribution was to be the first to describe the detailed mechanism of action of a lipid enzyme acting on a membrane at the atomic level. I came to UC San Diego to begin my career working on understanding how enzymes work on membranes.
Ed is really unique because he's had, I think, kind of instrumental contributions of lipidomics as a field. So lipidomics is the analysis of lipids and their chemical details from predominantly biological samples using mass spectrometry.
Ed was one of the people who really brought together the initiative on lipids, mapping the entire lipidome in the human physiology. So this helped us really build a complete portrait of what human physiology is from an omics lens. And so Ed was one of the few people who really understood the power of bringing lipid biology towards describing this entire system and how it works.
I think Ed is the father, or you can say the world's expert in lipidomics. I mean, he really investigated, advanced the field, and made UC San Diego the site to train for lipids, as well as performing scholarly activity.
The future of lipidomics is really promising for science because it can now be used to follow detailed changes in the specific molecular species of the major diseases of our time: obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and fatty liver diseases.
The biggest impact I think we'll see with Ed's work is in the area of fatty liver disease. Ed's lab has developed a non-invasive blood test to detect the fatty liver disease and its severity. And the hope is that this blood test will speed up the diagnosis and treatment and ultimately save lives.
UC San Diego started in 1960 as a graduate school in the sciences. And when it added a medical school, it created a pioneering, fundamental, and health science community.
Ed's been here since almost the beginning, and he has sort of founded this campus in a lot of ways. He's played a key role in creating both the undergraduate and graduate biochemistry curriculum, and led the core curriculum in cell biology and biochemistry for 3 decades in the School of Medicine.
He's really championed collaborations between the main campus, where we train undergraduate students, and the medical school, where we train medical students, and research is occurring in both campuses. And he's been one of the key faculty in promoting integration of those efforts.
Serving as department chair of chemistry and biochemistry on 2 different occasions, and really serving as a bridge between the general campus and the basic sciences and the School of Medicine and the health sciences, I have been able to personally witness 55 of the 65 years of its existence.
I think his legacy will be in his contributions to the world of biochemistry and his kindness toward the university. And then after all, for all the recognitions that he has had throughout this country and the world, I think it's time, and with the Revelle Medal, for our university to recognize him for his many contributions and putting us on the map permanently as a leader in lipid biochemistry.
I am very proud to to receive a medal named after such a giant in science and leadership.